Hello and welcome. My name is Liam Doherty Artist, and I'm a singer and songwriter. I promote world peace through love, unity, and astrology. Welcome to my world. If you'd watched my previous video about the 1111 portal, this is just a follow through on the energies that are bringing us through to the 20th of December 2019, where we have that grand cross that's in the skies between Saturn and Pluto, and it's bringing the outside in and the inside out. It's really exposing ourselves to moving to higher frequencies. So what we're seeing is we're seeing a mirror of the reality that we've been creating up until this point. Now, this video is about a number of different things. It's about energy portals, it's about astrology, it's about the new moon that's coming up, in particular in Sagittarius on the 26th, which is really exciting. But there's a huge build-up, and I just wanted to sort of go back for a second. In the last video, we spoke about Archangel Michael. We spoke about the Wheel of Fortune and the number 10. The number 10 is actually a decade. And coming up to the 20th of December, we move into 2020. Well, there is actually a correlation here, 2020. So, you know, triple numbers are very, very symbolic in spirituality, in recognizing signs. And what it's showing us as well, that number 10 in the Wheel of Fortune previously, it was showing us that we're entering a new decade. So it's really about waking ourselves up to the possibilities that we're approaching a new decade in our lives. And it's going to be a wonderful decade. Because I truly believe that this Uranus transit that's happening through Taurus at this time, which is happening over the next 7 years, plus this grand cross that's happening in the skies on the 20th of December, which is going to carry through into 2020 between Saturn and Pluto, it's really going to expand ourselves up and wake ourselves out of the third dimension so we can operate at higher frequencies and as higher dimensional beings. So we're operating not from here, which is the ego, but more heart-centered in the ways that we live our lives, the ways we communicate, the things that we do, and the experiences that we have. So what I wanted to say as well is what's happening actually in the skies at this time. Okay, so I spoke a bit about the galactic center before. It's at 27 degrees in Sagittarius, and the galactic center is a very, very strong portal which is connected to source energy. So when any planets, like Jupiter, for example, is transiting Sagittarius during that period around the galactic center, Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It rules Sagittarius. It's one of the ruling planets. It just bursts out these beams of energy which wake people up on a cellular level. So that could be through your sleep space. It could be through these sudden pings of like coming out of the blue. You'll think to yourself, where did that come from? You're being woken up. Pay attention to those themes that are coming through. Pay attention to those those synchronicities that come through. These are the ways that the universe outside, it's trying to grab our attention and say, look, wake up. Not everything is as it seems, or wake up, you're aligned. This is brilliant. You're moving in the right direction. The most interesting thing is we have our own universes within ourselves, and then we have the universe outside of ourselves. So it's a paradox in itself because, we're all, we work with the universe outside of ourselves and within ourselves because we are all connected. And this is, a great paradox of the way that the world works. So whatever goes on within is an expression of what goes on outside. So going back to the galactic center, this is a great opportunity for us to really, really connect into those higher octave energies that are coming through during this time. Some of the other things that are going on at the moment, we've got Mercury, which goes direct on the 20th of November, which is today, which is fantastic because Mercury rules communication, it rules, contracts and short distance travel, anything that moves really, really fast as well, because it's a very fast moving planet, Mercury. When it goes direct, it means things start going back to normal, because in previous retrograde periods, it was bringing up the past a lot, and it was making us review, reevaluate and redo a lot of the things which hadn't worked out previously. So when it goes direct, it's like, yes, let's get on with stuff. Let's sign contracts. Let's do stuff. You know, if you can avoid signing contracts during a retrograde period, it's ideal, but obviously we live in a third dimensional world as well as other dimensions. So sometimes you just have to get on and, you know, and make the most of it. Some of the other things that are going on as well at this time is we have the new moon in Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is such an amazing sign. You know, they really are, you know, about truth and integrity. And I just want to say that truth and integrity is such an important thing at this time, more so than ever before, because as we're approaching, you know, this new decade of 2020, it's really waking ourselves up to how we are being truthful and having integrity in our lives, in everything we do, in our thoughts, in our actions, in the way we do dealings with other people. And this is actually going to really, really drill down a lot into our very, very core, and, you know, and reveal what we're not being truthful about if we haven't done the work on ourselves. So, you know, it will expose the things that really need to, you know, to be, you know, put into light, love light's formulae. So, you know, this is a great time, especially with this new moon, to really set an intention. Now, Sagittarians are really about truth and integrity. They love anything to do with, like, you know, exploring consciousness. They're the philanthropists. They're also, you know, they love debating on, you know, on anything to do with, like, you know, stuff to do with religions and different, exploring different ways of conscious realities and talking about such matters as well, and really going deep into that. They also love traveling as well. This particular new moon, which is at 3:05 p.m. UK time, and it's at 4 degrees and 3 minutes. It's going to come to us, and it's a really great time. New moons are about giving birth to something, so it's about planting a seed with an intention. This is so important. I can't stress to you enough how important intention is in everything that we do, because it allows us to, you know, to plant a seed which is going to bud into something which is going to bloom. Now, Sagittarians, you know, the Sagittarius energy in itself, if you don't know what house this will fall in for you, what house Sagittarius is for you, it could be in your 10th house, which rules career. It could be in your 5th house, which rules romance. It could be in your 4th house, which rules the home. But if you don't know what house this falls in and what way to, you know, to put your intention out there, I'd suggest going on to www.astro.com, and you can actually build a chart there by putting your date of birth in there and the time of birth. I tend to use whole sign, and I also have a look at Placidus as a house system, and I combine the two. So, you know, you can actually see what house these Sagittarius falls in, and that way you can actually, you know, action your intention around what house it is. But if you don't know what that is and you're not interested in going that far, that's okay too, because what you do is you look at the elements of what Sagittarius is. So it might be that you want to bring out something new in your life that's been really, really stale. You know, Sagittarians love exploring, you know, new territory. So maybe you want to let go of the fear which has been holding you back, and, you know, and put the intention of opening your heart up to new possibilities of doing things differently. Now, it's very, very interesting as well, because at this time we also have some other things that are going on. We have a trine between Jupiter and Venus. Jupiter and Venus are trining and aspecting Uranus, which is an outer planet which rules revolution, it rules doing things differently. So this is a perfect time for doing a new project out of the blue that you weren't expecting, or something's going to come out of the blue regarding work. Or if it rules like your 5th house for Sagittarius, you may feel like there's something that's budding regarding romance, for example. You may see someone very, very different, and you'll think to yourself, wow, I hadn't really seen things like that before, and you'll be very, very interested. So this is something out of the blue, because, you know, Uranus rules things coming out of the blue. It's almost like a tsunami coming, and you'll be like, wow, my gosh, you know, it's just really taken you by storm. And this is really exciting. So, you know, Venus rules harmony and beauty and romance, and then you have Jupiter, which rules expansion. So all of these things are happening at the moment, and it's like there's a lot of excitement that's in the skies. Again, we have on the 27th of November, you've got Neptune, which is stationary direct. That means whenever a planet is stationary, it means it exacerbates the meaning of the planet and the symbolism of it. So for Neptune, which obviously rules music and the arts and stuff like that, it will really give us a very creative mind during this period, during this full moon. Not full moon, sorry, new moon. There's a big difference here, and I just want to raise that as well. Full moons are about culmination, new moons are about bringing birth. So it's really, really important. So I'm glad that I raised that difference. So there's a lot of really, really exciting stuff that's going on in the heavens at this time. And, I'm going to ask for a message while I connect into Lord Ganesh. Okay, so here we go. This is Lord Ganesh here. This is really amazing. Lord Ganesh is a remover of obstacles. So, let's put our intention out there to remove some obstacles during this time. We can connect into any deity we want to, or, and take the really good stuff out of it. So this is Lord Ganesh. And he's a remover of obstacles. He's even got, if you look here, there's actually like a little mouse there who runs around and helps remove even the smallest of obstacles in our path. Now, I love working with Lord Ganesh. So I've even got his top on here, and I've got a ring. Look, so I'm completely aligned with Lord Ganesh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to connect into Lord Ganesh now, and we're going to ask for a message for the collective during this time. Okay, and while I'm doing that as well, I'd just like to also bring your attention to these. These are mala. These are in lapis lazuli, and this is about crystals, okay? The crystal of this period for Sagittarius is lapis lazuli. It's also amethyst, but I'm just going to sort of connect in with this now because it's easier to connect in using a crystal as well. It creates a higher energy when you're calling in the deities or whatever you want to call in. So I'm going to connect in now to Lord Ganesh, okay? And I'm going to ask for some guidance and support. I'm also going to pray with him as well, so here we go. I ask the universe to work through me right now for the good of all as I am now. I ask Lord Ganesh to be with us right now. Lord Ganesh, I experience you. I feel you. I am you. I'm seeing and experiencing your love in my heart. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for removing the obstacles in my path. Thank you for your love. A prayer of Lord Ganesh is Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. 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 And I'd like to ask for a message for the collective right now as I use these tarot cards to guide. Okay, here we go. The Four of Cups. Here we go. I just want to have a look at that. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about being open to things that are coming your way. It's saying don't remain stagnant during this period. Look at new ways of things that are approaching you in a positive and uplifting manner. Otherwise you'll get stuck in a rut and you'll think, I don't have the time to do this. I don't have the energy to embark upon some new journey, whatever it is. It's saying open your heart and your minds up to the possibilities of doing something new. This is a very, very important message here. It's saying don't become stuck in a rut. Open yourself up to the new possibilities of what lies ahead. Let go of fear, embrace love, and embrace new ways of looking at things with this Uranus energy, this Sagittarius new moon with ruling with Jupiter as well, the planet of expansion. Some other things to talk about here, just before we bring things to an end. This is amethyst. You may want to work with some amethyst as well. This is called a macabre, okay? Now, you can have macabre spinning above your head, or you can spin them anywhere. It's beautiful, it's sacred geometry. But amethyst is also a really, really important crystal during this time. I keep this by my bed because it really helps you sleep. It really promotes really good sleep. But it's very, very good for meditating as well. I use the sacred geometry. Like, for example, when I go to bed at night, I'll spin this in the anti-clockwise direction, and it removes anything that's, you know, that's heavy energies or anything that I want to remove. And then I spin it in a clockwise direction as I'm sleeping in blue, in my room, in the center of my room. And then that just promotes healing while I'm sleeping. So it allows me to heal during my sleep space. So you may want to do some meditations like that during this time. Try something different. That's what the new moon in Sagittarius is about. It is the, you know, the philanthropist, and, you know, the one who seeks new horizons. So try something different, you know. This has been beautiful. It's been really wonderful connecting with you. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm wishing you a very, very happy new moon in Sagittarius. So take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I love you from my heart. And until next time, may you be blessed. Take care. Bye for now.